Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I try to combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food bank to make hopefully well-balanced, healthy meals for my family. As a general, we eat low carb because I have to for health reasons, and my husband has joined me on this journey as well to lose some weight and get his health in check. So as the sole cook in the house, it's easier for me to make one meal rather than make multiples, but sometimes you'll see modifications to that, like tonight the kids are having mashed potatoes. Sorry about if there's noise in the background. We are getting a beautiful thunderstorm rolling through. There goes thunder now. So let me show you what we're going to have for dinner tonight. This past Saturday, normally Saturdays I make a big meal for dinner. And we ended up being gone, and I had already pulled the chicken leg quarters out because I forgot that we had somewhere to be. So I had already pulled those out and they were thawed, and these are the chicken leg quarters from the food pantry. So I just went ahead and did them today, and we're going to have a big meal on Monday. That's fine because leftovers. With that, I have one kiddo that is not a big fan of chicken, and then I have a bunch of fish in my freezer that I need to use. I despise fish like makes me gag. My whole kitchen stinks right now. But I have several family members that love fish, so I wanted to make that for them. So I just took some garlic oil off of jarred minced garlic and mixed it with lemon juice and spread that on the top and baked it. So they can pick between those two. In the pan with the chicken, I chunked up some onions and cooked. We're going to have some zucchini. And it just has the same garlic and herb seasoning as the chicken and some Parmesan cheese, and I roasted it. Like I said, the kids are having mashed potatoes. This is some of the boxed mashed potatoes, the herb one, garlic and herb one. So we'll see if they like it. Well, yeah, because I've made one of these before, so yeah, I know they like it. Anyway, and then I picked and canned green beans and tomato juice today. So I went ahead and kept some of the green beans out and steamed those and then sauteed them in some oil with some garlic. So that is a very beautiful dinner for after a very busy Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Tuesday, and tonight I made kind of a taco skillet, I guess. I've made this before and it goes over pretty well. I've got one kid that's meh on zucchini, but oh well. So in this, I did a pound of ground turkey, and I browned that up and then moved it off to the side put it in a different bowl. And then to it, I added a can of drained black beans just to kind of get them warm from the meat. Then in the original skillet, I put in some oil and one pretty decent sized zucchini. And then I sauteed that on a pretty high heat. You don't want to cook zucchini too long because then it gets mushy and it releases too much of its liquid. So you kind of want to err on the undercooked side. So I did that, and then to that I added one very large diced tomato from our garden. I didn't even peel it, which is fine. Didn't de-seed it. It's all good because it just adds to the juice. And then I did a pack of taco seasoning. And then on top of that, we'll do sour cream, salsa con queso. I don't have any shredded cheese, but that would be good on it. Anything that you would normally put on tacos. And then I'll probably serve this with some of the little bags of tortilla chips that we have on the side. So this makes for a nice, quick, and easy dinner. And because I'm using produce from the garden and a can of black beans and the taco seasoning from the food pantry, all I had in it was the pound of ground turkey, which is fairly inexpensive these days. Maybe not so much, but it also makes that 1 pound of ground meat stretch to feed my whole family. So that is Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night. Tonight we are having pork chops. And I breaded these with a mixture of almond flour, Parmesan cheese, and crushed up barbecue pork rinds. We had gotten a bag of pork rinds and from the food pantry, and I opened it up and they were automatically stale, like they were already. So I set them back to use as breading because they work just fine for that. I attempted to grind up one of the little packets of the cracklins, but I was still getting decently big chunks that weren't grinding up, and so I was afraid they weren't going to cook up well and they would still be hard. So I'm going to play around with other uses for those and maybe try it again another time. We are also having zucchini fritters. This is the third night in a row we're having zucchini as a side. I'm completely fine with that. Maybe I'll try to make it the entire week having zucchini. Because we still have some, and I know there's still a little bit out in the garden. The plants are on the way out. But this, I will type up a recipe in the show notes. I'm going to tell you, I just wing it on how I make them, because it completely depends on the size of the zucchini and how much water you get out of it, and you're just trying to get a decent batter. And I actually got a little bit too much cheese in these. What a shame. Sarcasm font. So they're okay. They're just a little not as firm as I would like them post-cooked. With that, we are also having sliced tomato, and this is one of our variety called a pineapple, and that is one of my top 3 tomatoes. I love the heirloom tomatoes. I picked up tomato plants from a roadside place that was giving them away for free, and they were like the beefsteak and super beef and all of those kind of things. If you think those are good, try an heirloom variety. Try the pineapple, try Cherokee purple, try hillbilly is another good one, moon glow. Try an heirloom variety, because man, and especially try the yellow tomatoes if you don't like super acidic tomatoes, or the dark purpley red ones like the Cherokee purple, because flavor are out of this world compared to the standard red ones. In my humble opinion. So, all right, that is everything for tonight. We will see you tomorrow. It is Thursday night. Sorry if you hear the fan going on in the background. It's hot. It's decided to pick back up on temperature again. Boo. Tonight I went with something pretty easy. I pulled out a pound of ground turkey and made it into meatballs that did not hold well together. I did not add enough binder into them, but, you know, it's okay. I just cooked those in the pan until they were cooked through, and then I poured on maybe a quarter of a cup of barbecue sauce, like probably not even that much. Poured that on, and then just cooked them a little bit more so that they got nice and sticky on the outside, I guess would be a good word for it. Yeah, this is one of our favorite on just a nice, quick, and easy thing to make. Tastes good. With that, we are having sliced tomato. This is a Cherokee purple. See why it's called Cherokee purple? Yeah, beautiful. The kids are having French fries that I did in the air fryer. Those were from the food pantry. And then I'm having zucchini fries. So zucchini for a 4th night. Let's do this thing. That is Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. Sometimes it's homemade, sometimes it's store-bought, sometimes it's a cross between the two. Almost never is it takeout, because we live too far away from any takeout place to deliver, and it's crazy expensive anyway. Tonight comes with a bit of a story. We went to the grocery store. We got out of the grocery store at about 1:30. I got pulled out of the parking lot, out onto the main road, and my brakes were spongy. Like I had to push the brake pedal all the way to the floor to stop, to get any grip. So I pulled off of the main road into a parking lot. I called my husband, who was 3 states away, and asked him, okay, where do I go? So we ended up going to our normal, where we always take our vehicles whenever we need tires. And so we went there, we pulled in, told them what was going on. We waited in the waiting area for about 45 minutes for them to assess what it was, get us in, get it up on the riser thingy, assess what it was, and we had busted a brake line, which is exactly what I figured. I saw liquid leaking from under the vehicle. I know enough about vehicles to know, okay, that's probably what's going on. So they told us it was going to be, now mind you, I have 5 kids in the car and have just bought $400 worth of groceries, which I fully intended on filming and didn't. So they said it was going to be 1.5, 2 hours, 2.5 hours max to get it fixed. Mind you, the bottom of my vehicle is rusting out. We know it. We are in the process of looking for a replacement vehicle that's not going to break the bank. So the guy that checked me in was super nice. I had bought 40 pounds of chicken leg quarters on sale because they were like crazy good sale, like 67 cents a pound. And so I bought 40 pounds of chicken leg quarters, and they were going to sit in the back of a hot vehicle for 2 hours. So he offered, they had their company refrigerator, like their break room refrigerator, and he offered to put the chicken in the refrigerator for me. And I wrapped everything else up in the kids' blankets that are in the back of the vehicle. And the kids and I, then knowing that we were going to be sitting for forever, we walked to the 2 stores that were within a walking distance. So we poked around a pet supply store for about 45 minutes, and then we walked over to a home supply type hardware store and walked around and totally goofed off, took goofy pictures, did a bunch of goofy stuff for another probably hour. And then we walked back to the car repair place where we sat for another about 45 minutes. So in total, from the time that I got there to the time that we left was 5 hours. And about $300 worth of repairs that we weren't expecting. Luckily, this past month, my husband got a really nice, decent extra paycheck. It was like one of the 3 paycheck months kind of thing. So we had it. But it is now 7 o'clock. We got home at 6:30. Yeah. So I was so glad. Sorry. That was rough. The kids were great. The guys there that worked on the car and checked us in and everything were great. The whole situation went as smoothly as it could, you know, but I'm ready for this day to be over. So, frozen pizza to the rescue. I cut up some broccoli and cauliflower, and then I just used baby carrots that we had picked up from the grocery store today. I'm going to slice up some strawberries and put on the kids' plate. And then I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I don't even want to think about eating right now. I will, because luckily I always keep snacks in my purse. So we ate a bunch of snacky stuff, you know, trail mix and squeezy pouches, and I had water with me, and, you know, we made it work. But the kids are all starving. So, yeah. Long story. Trying to not make it carried out too long, but I have no idea what I'm having for dinner. I'm really not worried about it. I'll figure something out. But that is dinner and a story for Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully a better day tomorrow. It is Saturday night, and I have another story time. Oh my goodness. We woke up this morning to our 12-ish year old refrigerator that has been on the fritz for a while, no longer working. Everything in the freezer was defrosting. The refrigerator wasn't as cold as it needed to be. So we emergency went out and bought a refrigerator that we just got hooked up, which is why it is 7:30 and we're just now getting dinner done. So yeah. Bad luck comes in threes. Y'all wish me luck that there's not a third one in there somewhere. So, dinner tonight, I always make a big meal on Saturday nights. So we have the chicken leg quarters that I bought yesterday, and I baked those and smeared them with some barbecue sauce. That is a sugar-free barbecue sauce. We're trying that for the first time. Some cabbage, and with this I mixed in, so I just steamed the cabbage and then mixed in cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream, some Parmesan cheese, some parsley, and a little bit of mustard, and some garlic. It's delicious. I sauteed up some green beans that I picked a couple of days ago and needed to be used. There were 3 packages of like little individual packs of mac and cheese in that freezer that were thawed out. So we ate we're having some of that, well, the kids are. And then some tomato from the garden. So Y'all, I'm ready for this day to be over. All right. If you are new here, that is the end of my cook week. I do not cook on Sundays. Sunday for breakfast, the kids kind of just eat leftovers, cheese sticks, peanut butter, whatever they can scrounge up while I get dressed for church. When we get home from church, I pull out all of the leftovers out of the refrigerator and I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. And that's part of the reason why I make a big meal on Saturday, so that we have plenty of leftovers. It's a great way to get leftovers used up so you don't have food wasted. And yeah, the kids, literally, I let them pick and choose whatever they want. If they want 3 proteins or 4 carbs or whatever, I don't care. And then Sunday for dinner, I pull out what you would consider charcuterie board things: pickles, cheese, crackers, usually some kind of chocolate as a treat, dried meats, dried fruits. Yeah, kind of, I'll pull out if I have fresh veggies, especially like cherry tomatoes from the garden this time of year, that kind of thing. And then once again, I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. I usually end up eating leftovers again, which is completely fine with me. So yeah, that is our week. I will try to remember to put any relevant recipes down in the show notes. Y'all, Mama needs a break. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.